To quote the police, giant steps are what you take walking on the moon. So the other day I watched Damien Chazelle's First Man, which has got a runtime of 2 hours 21 minutes. So kind of like epic, or you can argue it's kind of like the standard runtime of these films. Now, seriously, this is a thoroughly enjoyable film. Damien Chazelle's is on point with the direction again. At times, it's claustrophobic because whereas Apollo 13, you see uh, the exteriors as well as the interiors, when a lot of the space stuff is actually taken from inside the module, the lunar modules, and inside the cockpits. So you do at times feel claustrophobic, which separates it from Ron Howard's 1995's Apollo 13. There's always going to be comparisons, just like with the Post, there was always going to be comparisons to All the President's Men. Now, Damien Chazelle does enough to differentiate First Man from Apollo 13, which is a brilliant thing. So it doesn't. So you can actually go from watching First Man to Apollo 13, but it doesn't cover the same stuff that 13 did in '95. So you're coming into it. It's. I mean, it covers small things, but it doesn't focus. And it's a spectacular film. Like I said, it does feel really claustrophobic at times. And the casting as Ryan Gosling and as Neil Armstrong, Claire Foy as Janet Armstrong, is absolutely is spot on. It is, and I've got to do a shout out to Corey Stoll as well as Buzz Aldrin, and it is superb. It's a superb cast. The direction is brilliant, and and the way they handle the subjects, and it is really really good. It's surprised they haven't made this film sooner, but I'm glad they haven't because the technology is there now to make it believable. And there are people that would argue that man didn't land on the moon, but I'm not one of these conspiracy theorists. You're entitled to your opinion, but the way it's all done is brilliant. And there's a bit towards the end when Neil Armstrong does step onto the moon. Direction wise, it is just superb, and it's one of the best bits of filmmaking I've seen in some time. You'll know it when you see it. It's just I'd like to see it get some nods when it comes to award season, especially for Oscars, especially for the direction. It deserves it. It does, and for acting as well. It's it's Jim Neil Armstrong is not really one of these people. Everyone knows what he did and his famous speech, but it's actually nice to and fascinating to get more of an insight to Neil Armstrong as a person and his relationships with others. And the actual space race, it actually deals more with NASA and the leading up to Apollo 11 than what Ron Howard's Apollo 13 has done. Like I said, these two movies, there's always going to be comparisons, and they work great for both for what they are. But like I said, uh, go watch First Man, which it deserves to be seen on the big screen with a great sound system, and it was meant for the big screen. This movie was. So go see it while it's still in the cinema. Don't go. I know if I'm right, recall right. It kind of lost out monetarily to Venom, which is a mediocre film compared to First Man. So go see First Man if you've got some spare time and you don't know what to go and see. Go see First Man. If you're watching this when it's on Blu-ray or on TV or something, watch First Man. It's genuinely enjoyable and educational. It gives a great insight to NASA and what these astronauts went through to get to the point when they were strapped into these rockets going up to the moon. So to me, it's a 5-star film, and like I said, I hope it gets awards come award season, especially for the direction. So that's been another In the Geek Room review. See you on another.